As we've been saying, it's been 29 years since Trudy Appleby was last seen alive, and for the past 29 years, her family, the community, and police have searched for answers.
Yeah, last week the family got one step closer to closure after an indictment was announced. In the wake of that announcement, I got the chance to sit down with two of the closest investigators on this case. Here's my exclusive interview with Moline Police.
A prayer in the morning.
We've always had that hope that something's going to happen.
Moline Police Chief Darren Gault and Detective Michael Griffin don't consider themselves heroes.
Without the community support, this case would never be where it's at. They have stood up for Trudy Appleby. They've said her name. They've kept her relevant. Kudos to them.
But for Trudy Appleby's family, everyone in law enforcement is a hero.
Took a lot of work, and I'm totally grateful.
In the days before Trudy Appleby's disappearance, she asked her father if she could go swimming with her friend. He said no, but phone records show she may have made the plans to go anyway. On August 21st, 1996, Trudy Appleby was seen getting into an older model gray-colored vehicle with a man. She was last seen alive on Campbell's Island.
I wouldn't wish it on anybody to go through what we've gone through.
Her disappearance would set in motion years of searching and years of detective work.
This is our job, right? This is what we do, and this is the responsibility that we bear to try to bring justice to victims. And to not be able to do it for a long time certainly is frustrating.
For nearly 29 years, August 21st would come and go with no real answers. But behind the scenes, detectives were hard at work.
You don't see a detective sitting behind a desk, listening to hours and hours of prior interviews, reading through thousands of pages for one little nugget.
A nugget they hoped would put the predator who killed Trudy behind bars. Several police officers and investigators spent time trying to solve the Trudy Appleby case. One of those detectives, Michael Griffin. He was assigned the case in 2016.
We're the voice for the voiceless. I am her voice now. When that case was assigned to me, I'm Trudy Appleby's voice. It's my job to tell her story, and quite frankly, it's been my honor to tell her story.
Police eventually named 3 persons of interest: William Ed Smith, who was already dead, David Whipple, who died in 2022, and Jamison Fisher. Over the years, while Detective Griffin poured through evidence, he also led a targeted campaign, urging the people police say know what happened to Trudy to come forward.
Those people have had the opportunity to come forward. Those people never believed it, that we would get here. And they called our bluff. They thought that this was going to be something that they'd just be able to live with in secret forever.
Police put up billboards in the areas where those people lived, so they'd have to drive by them daily.
All we did was put her face and see something, say something. That's how powerful that little girl is.
Detective Griffin would also post photos of Trudy on their Facebook page. Messages police hoped would spark someone to come forward.
This was never really a cold case. People have been engaged in this case since day one. They're still engaged. We've been swamped with tips and information since last week. She's never been forgotten.
The family would stand by as investigators followed up on leads, digging up yards, waiting for answers, year after year. They'd hold a vigil honoring Trudy and hanging on to the hope she'd one day return. Then, on August 13th, a break in the case. The Henry County State's Attorney formally pressed charges on Jamison Fisher. They told the family and community the next day.
That's 10,584 days. That is the time it has taken to stand before you and say what we long had hoped we could say. We have made an arrest in the murder of Trudy Appleby.
While relieved, Chief Gault and Detective Griffin say it's not a moment of celebration.
It's a bit of a catch-22. It is nice to say that our community is safer because we have taken a predator off the street. He will get his day in court. But at the end of the day, we're also dealing with the homicide of an 11-year-old child.
And her body still hasn't been found.
I'm scared of when we find Trudy, I've been waiting so long to find her. I don't know how I'm going to feel. But ultimately, I just want to lay her to rest.
I told the family that my goal was to bring Trudy Appleby home and give her the proper burial, and I fully intend to do that.
The case, a testament to the work police are doing, not just on Trudy's case. When Chief Gault joined the force as chief, he allocated more funding for cold cases. Money, that's gone a long way. The department has taken 7 cold cases down to 2.
We don't give up on these cases. We still have the Corey Harrell homicide. We still have the Jerry Wolke missing persons case. We still have other cases that the detectives are working every day. And just because that case doesn't have monumental progress today or tomorrow doesn't mean that we won't get there someday.
And they won't stop working to find Trudy and answers to their other unsolved cases.
If you commit a crime in Moline, you might as well turn yourself in. We're coming for you.
And of course, Moline police are always working on unsolved crimes in the city, and there are many other cold cases across the QCA.
There sure is. And if you or someone you know has any information on a crime in the Quad Cities, you can submit any anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers. Now, if you can take a look at your screen here, everything you need to know to submit a tip, including the phone number and the phone app. If your tip leads to an arrest, you might receive a cash reward.